team that I have seen across like all the regions that I watch. I know that they can.
Party.
No, I'm talking about party.
Okay.
So I just never know. Press kid, and he's on Coddle, which is a hero that can definitely run the game.
Right. Yeah, you can take over in a lot of different ways. You know, get those boots of travel really early on. It is a little bit like weird though, you know. It's not like a flashy take over the game, which is a lot of the ways that we've seen Depressed Kid have a ton of success before. It's much more like, okay, we're gonna like put you in a headlock and then slowly just like suffocate you. Is more what it feels like.
Yeah,
or maybe
it's more
that's
like
just a me thing.
I'm gonna be there. You know, it's all about the numbers when you have Coddle. Like, I'm gonna be pushing waves so that we can all be in the same place at the same time, and you won't be. I think is the goal. But you're right. That is not really what I want from Depressed Kid in terms of like when I want him to pop off. I'm thinking the Ember. I'm thinking the Puck. I'm thinking this guy slaying people. In this game, it's more about slaying the creeps, and then you got Mankushi, who's also gonna be slaying creeps on that jug. So dead weight, as Fear said, but you know. There's no BKB piercing stun outside of like a hook shot, so maybe Sineko's like busy somewhere else on the map if you're trying to split push a little bit. He does have to worry about TP Orchids if Dahak goes that far.
Right, and Sineko taking the battery assault level 1 here is going to get ran down a little bit by Mokushi, but won't go for any extra chase. Yeah, something to watch for, and then of course the big level 20 talent that you get from Dahak later on with the Sprout piercing spell immunity and leashing. That's going to be another way that they can cancel those spin TPs. So
we don't like
late
that,
game
though.
things get funky. Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad news right there.
But I think that, you know, this is probably the longest that we've gone with a techies pick where we haven't talked about techies. The change up. We're seeing it right now. Do you like the decision to go for a techies here?
You know, same brain, buddy. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, God, I can't even talk about techies. Good hero, 100%. Right? I think everyone kind of knows the rework is solid, so we're just wondering like how viable is it? But the spam in lane that you get with the sticky bomb, generally pretty good. I would think that this would be kind of a bad lane for it by setting it up like this, right? With the Myers and the IO. Like, how do you actually pressure him with all this regen from the IO?
Right, and that's interesting because they spotted Dahak up top right at the start, so they knew that BetBoom were going to be trying to swap things around and not have this matchup, but they didn't decide to lane switch with them. So, as you said, a little bit of a not greatest matchup, and they've got a ton of regen, got the stick charges going, 6 apiece. There's a lot of, you know, reduction in the spam damage.
They are spamming at the range creep, though, as you saw right there, right? Lining up their axes and their bombs and just making sure there won't be a deny. So even if they can't bully the heroes a crazy amount, they're at least securing their own farm. So it's going to be important. And, well, speaking of the team and Depressed Kid being the up or the down, Pasha, of course, has had some very good games and some very poor games. We saw him do really well in the Dawnbreaker. We saw him struggle a lot on things like the Slardar, where it felt like he couldn't go into the game. Beastmaster is the perfect ground of like a hero he used to play and was good before and is still really busted. So I feel like rather than Slardar and Axe, this is where we want him to be.
Okay, comfort zone. That's where he wants. And
comfort and broken. You know?
Yes, okay, I gotcha.
Very important to get both steps there.
I'm curious if he starts going for more points in, or starts to kick up some points in Call of the Wild, or if he keeps going with the axes. There's some value to it, I guess, with like both heroes having a ton of spam, but likely picking up those beasts pretty soon. Up top lane, haven't taken a look at it so far all that much, but Sineko here blocking out this camp and also going for the D ward on it. Immersion and Mankushi, a potentially dangerous lane as you get the cookie levels with some spin. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that if the Hawk maybe gets ran out a bit.
I got some really bad news for the Pride Party fans, though, because Depressed Kid is not having a good time mid. This is the Keeper of the Light mid. He's doing some cool stuff where he's only doing, like, Illuminate on for, like, single last hits at a time, but he's getting zoned back a little bit because of the Tiebringer, right? He has to be worried about the X. His small camp has been blocked this whole time. He got his last range creep denied, and he's down, like, what, 4 CS right now? It's not looking good. In fact, he's going to be down a lot of CS after this wave.
Wow. Yeah, that is a big problem. You can see the spam continuing to go down bottom here as well. The IO and the Mars getting relatively low, but they're going to try and get healed back up. And yeah, you mentioned it, Depressed Kid. He's right now down. I mean, the 9 denies are the big thing that I'm seeing that's the problem here. onto the Kunkka. He's going to get up to 10 now. This whole wave almost of his is going to get denied out. He's off in the jungle. That is a rough one, man.
And it's not even that efficient, right? Like, he's at the centaurs, but he just kills the small ones, and now the two big ones are just going to sit there. No one's stacking it. He just got his small camp cleared at the very least. D-ward, so he'll have that to go for. But
oh my god.
Laurel's going to contest his room, and he's going to take it, dude.
All right, listen.
Body block it?
I'm telling you, like, what is happening right now? Bedroom or like the key to this game is depressed kid. We're just going to tilt him. That's literally what this looks like to me. That's so sick. What a decision. I mean, we'll see if it ends up working out.
That's all I can say. You know, I shouldn't be relishing in the sadness of another, but I am, because they picked Coddle mid, so it's okay.
Listen, that's the human condition, Trent. That's just where we are. Relish in the sadness of others. Do it. You can see down there also some battle over the camps being pulled, but up top, at least for now, Immersion as well as Wankushi starting to get these levels up. But the Hawk, level 4 already on the NP, saving that point for TP in case he needs to head out and then come back to lane. But so far, looking pretty good. 10 denies for him. A couple of those are probably his own.
Yeah, most likely. Where are we going from here, I suppose? We're looking for, like, earlier TP from Dahak. He's currently holding the point at level 4.
Yeah.
He wants to go for a play somewhere. We'll be watching Posh's pressure in the bottom lane is always going to be a bit of a question as a Beastmaster, but because he's up against the Mars, there's a sort of a mixture here of just, like, they want to push the tower as Beastmaster, but you also kind of want to rotate as the Mars. It almost reminds me of, like, a Dragonite mid versus, like, Death Prophet situation where it's like, when one of us rotates, the other one's going to take this tower. Well, that's a wrap.
Look here. Yeah, Dahak called for this. He pinged that he was going to go over here, and now Seneko in the area. Depressed Kid got his camp stolen, gets pulled back in and killed. First blood going to Laurel as they have put all the emphasis on shutting him down. Now, Immersion also in trouble. Laurel's going to get that kill also. Dahak is actually the one that picks it up, but with the catapult here, they might be able to do some more. Laurel gets jumped on. Silence, punch, pummel, dead. Bet Boom are not messing around here in these first 6 minutes.
So when I used to play some 5 Prophet, one of the things I love the most is ganking mid, because they never buy Quelling Blades, right? Typically they don't have it, right? A lot of the range heroes, obviously, some of the melee ones will. Dude. But the other lanes where you try and gank, they're always gonna have a Quelling Blade. But you go mid in these situations like that, I mean, that's just brutal. He's just stuck the whole time of your Sprout. It's actually so frustrating to deal with, especially when you have combo plays like that from the Kunkka, and now he can't even clear this pressure.
This is insane. Laurel got a regen rune, which allowed him to tank the tower, and then Dahak spawned some more creeps, and that tower is dead at 6.5 minutes.
And only one mid laner has farmed this camp so far this game.
Yeah, that is so depressing. Man, okay. Well, 2,000 gold lead already for Bet Boom, and I mean, Party, they just haven't. I mean, I don't even know if they've been playing like that bad necessarily. It's just the tempo of Bet Boom is so hard to match.
Big recovery plays here, though. Immersion gets in the jungle. He de-wards one of their camps, so it's open again, and he gets a stack off at the same time. Like, he's just trying to save Depressed Kid's life, and Laurel just will not let up. He's just in here stealing some of this. They gotta do something about this.
Yeah, I mean, what do you... Laurel is just a bully. He's so farmed. Seneco's pulling the creep wave over to him. Depressed Kid trying to find an avenue to get farm right now. And granted, it's not like he's like terrible. I mean, he's pretty far behind. I was looking at the CS, but net worth.
We were casting Coddle mid, and he had bots at like 6:30.
Oh no, he's dead again. Dead, done. This game is looking rough. That silence does absolutely nothing. I mean, he is what, 1,200 gold behind the Kunkka. Laurel has taken over this game.
The Kunkka and the Clockwork, such a good combo in this specific situation too, with having the damage reduction available from the Rum. And now, like, Seneko, if he gets a little bit of space mid because of Laurel running around, he might be 6 pretty soon.
They stacked his hard camp for Laurel now. No. Oh, God. Heaven, why did you stack the camp? Why did you do it? You knew he was going to take it. comes on in, is going to clear out the whole thing, and then get the kill on the techies. Oh, heaven, you set him up just to be brought down. Will they be able to get out of there afterwards? The Hawk makes the move over, trying to find the silence, trying to get the kill. It's not going to happen. As Kunkka walks away, they can't quite get the finish to press Kid. Now they go coming through. They get there, rain it down as well, and he's going to die again. Yo, just GG out. It's over. It's over. Get out of here. Oh, no.
Mentally broken after that. I love when a team plays aggressive and steals stacks. But even that was a little hard to watch. Like, the vision up in the high ground that whole time there, you can see the Radiant Ward. They saw the whole thing playing out. The space made by Seneko as he first blocks the ramp, doesn't let them up while the Kunkka's farming. Then Force Majeure with the rotation on the Isle. Like, could that have gone any better? Like, honestly.
No, I don't think he could have. Laurel, like, dug himself up a salve afterwards, and now he's going to go take the camp, and he has a DD ready to go. Everything that he has wanted this game, he has gotten. And now he finds the press getting into it. He has a DD. Is he going to die again? Well, he's going 1v3, gets a little bit of help his friend, and it looks like they're finally going to back out. But they force 4 heroes in for the rotation. The Hawk still in some trouble. Hook shot over the top of it. Catches both of them. Laurel still looking for an opening. Presskid again in some trouble and dead. Monkuchi, he's got Omni. Will drop it now onto 2. And Laurel armlet toggling through it to survive the damage. 8-1. A 5,000 gold lead, and there is just no answer.
They were so close to getting Dahawk there. He just barely skirts away. Mankushi couldn't get close the distance there with the Omni Slash because of the tether coming in from Force Majeure. So big save there. But yeah, it's the same story, just over and over. They're just running into the jungle fearlessly, stealing their farm, and this is before Notice will even be joining them. You know, he got his little arena play down bottom. He just went right back to farming. He's second right after that Kunkka, who's having one of the best Kunkka games I can remember.
Yeah, he is just an absolute monster right now. And like, they ping it out. They realize that he's over in the area. I think he was underneath that ward. So, oh no, he's found him again. Depressed kid. He doesn't care about the tower. Although he X'd himself, Laurel. Oh no, have we jinxed him? There's a chance. Immersion. Ran out of there. He will survive, but they relocated, and now they find a press kid. They have they found the guy that they need to focus, and they are doing it. They are absolutely doing it. They take down Heaven afterwards. 11-1. Depressed kid is 0-5-0.
Wow. This Beppoon team seems really good at using two active tempo controlling heroes alongside a globally teleporting Nature's Prophet. What a new and unique strategy.
Yeah, they're pretty good at that. I mean, they did what they wanted to do. You're not wrong there.
There's nothing better than being a one-trick pony and winning. Like, that just feels great. Because, like, everyone knows what you're going to do. And yet they still can't beat it. Like, you got this strategy on lock, and they have the execution. Because other teams tried this, you know. They make attempts at, like, the no traditional hard carry, and it doesn't look quite as good. These guys, though, like, they're just so good at those first aggro moves.
That's true. It's absolutely true. They are, and I mean, I think that some of it was just how well that first move started. It feels like Party hasn't been able to like catch back up afterwards at all. I mean, the panel was talking a lot about the coddle, and I think there is something to be said for like the tempo of this not really like matching up to what they need to deal with that boom.
Yeah, Coddle you think it'll be really fast, but getting slowed down that little bit. This is one of the saddest performances I've seen from the mid-top. Particularly think about you think about how fast they can catch up and how fast they can clear stuff, but it feels like he's being like gravitationally pulled to wherever Bethune wanted him to be, and he can't get that big increase in farm that you're expecting.
No. I mean, and now they just have to split push. I think that at this point, that's like the only solution that they have. He's trying to get into a spirit vessel. It's going to be like, what, 15, maybe 14 minutes until it's like time to actually get it. And in the meantime, Betboom are just going to soak up more of these resources on the map.
I've learned this lesson the hard way on many heroes, though, buying, you know, Urn and a spirit vessel because I'm like, oh, it's a good spirit vessel game. There's an IO. And, well, the thing doesn't actually work if you don't get killed. It's the damnedest thing.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're gonna need to figure that out pretty soon here. Oh, Laurel, he's hunting again. Does he find him? Oh, Torch just barely off the mark there. Can't quite find it.
Pull roots and run.
Radiant's middle tower
what would I do
is
in this
under
game?
attack.
Snapfire. It's always Snapfire. That's always my answer. You just use kisses. Kisses is the saving of everything. That's why this hero's really strong. You're down 6k, go stun someone and press ulti.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is a good time. 15 seconds until arena, but he just blinks away.
And they were even smoked to on Radiant Vision. And it didn't
Oh, they're taking Roche. Oh no.
Dire are scared.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got another DD, huh?
He got another one.
for him next outside the pit, huh?
Radiant's
On bottom, there you go.
Wait, immersion kiss this time. Here you go. Oh no.
Dire's
Seneko
middle
finds him.
tower is under
He
attack.
just jumped into the call. Not great. Seneko hook shot afterwards. A little bit of extra pressure coming in, so they might be able to get the single. This is actually not bad.
Kisses?
Party. Okay, a chance. Redemption. Is it going to happen? The solar bind onto Laurel, but I mean, he's still got Arma Toggle. He's going to be okay. But they do deny the Roche attempt. And yeah, that'll happen.
Radiant's
Man,
bottom
Roche is so low, but
tower is
like they
under
can't
attack.
do it. They have zero hope of doing this unless they bring everyone with the Beastmaster.
Kushi. Dude, if they can finish this, I mean, they're getting in there. They still have for a while. Ooh, this is a bold move here. They try to take down Laurel. Not quite enough damage yet. The healing is there. Omniblast doing nothing. Doing absolutely nothing. 3 dead, and I think Betboom just come and clean up now. Oh, man. The press kid, he's ready for one last chance.
Oh, Laurel.
Blinding light. Dodges away. Goes on in, takes him down. Easy peasy.
This guy has tanked so much damage on Conquer Laurel. Like, no deaths this whole time. All of these toggles.
Dude,
It's a sad sight. They saw the press kid.
get after him.
They have hook shots.
Press kid.
Oh,
No, no.
Dude, Seneko didn't even look at him. He's going back to farm the wave. He hit hook shot.
I mean,
Seneko. It's fine. It's
fine. They got him. It was never in doubt. You got to be efficient, Trent, you know? Efficiency. That's where it's at.
Faith this guy has in his teammates.
Don't underestimate the power of
And I love this too. Every time I see it, I like forget a little bit that you can just like farm like crazy with Clockwork now and Battery Assault. So nice.
Yeah, this hero's the real deal. Gives you
Immersion.
vision, you know.
Noticed is there. Has the arena ready. Thinking about dropping it, and we'll go for it. For a quick kill there onto Immersion. So another one in the tank. 18-2. Yeah, this is gonna be. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the turnaround point is. You just do so little with these heroes right now. It feels like.
Well, typically when you've gone for the carry versus these two teams, you know, you're hoping that you're going to outscale at some point and be frightening. And I mean, to be fair, Mjolnir is a crazy amount of damage if you actually get the procs off and everything. It can be a little insane. It's going to be some very clustery fights, but that's not going to be enough. I mean, I'll be real with you. Unless you have like a Veil or something and technically hitting everything, that's like the Hail Mary I could see. How about the Overlord will be good, right? We don't have any counters this game, any natural counters, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that, I mean, the only thing is like sprouting it. You're not going to be able to get the creep out of there. I think it can keep them in the sprout. I don't know, maybe the model's too big. But the other danger is that I'm not really seeing like, with all that sort of AoE damage that comes in, Io in a way was the perfect last pick, right? Because now Force Majeure has this mech is just going to be keeping the entire team so healed up.
Yeah.
Laurel comes in, clears out the creeps, and this is going to be a tier 2 tower taken at 17 minutes. With the Aegis still in hand, they've got 2.5 minutes of pain left.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower
it's really
is
just a
under
waiting
attack.
game at this point for Priory. I mean, like hoping that they kind of make one bad jump or something. And you know, this is the kind of game where Ultec is really with shine.
Yeah.
But instead, it's Heaven just trying to jump away as there's a fight mid at the same time. He's just getting solo killed by Notice.
They got him. Techies will die down bottom, but they have the Spirit Vessel charge, Trent. The beginning of their undoing. The ruination starts now. Maybe.
That's what I like to see.
Oh no. Oh no. They got him again. The press can't run. The press can't run. He's trying to hide. Oh, Dukes, no. They got him caught. Still does not have a calling blade or anything. The Hawk might go down here though. No way to save it. Mankushi trying to TP out. Does he get the timing perfect? He will.
Okay.
And
Immersion
immersion. Yeah, he gets out also. Good play by Party. They lose the press kit again, but more importantly, they're getting some farm on this jug, getting a couple kills here and there.
What does a techies, like new techies, do in this situation? I guess you just throw down as many mines as you can, huh?
Shard is interesting, obviously.
I mean, I think that's one of the best things about this hero. Yeah, and his newest form is the 15-minute shard change. I think was huge for this hero. Because it is a ridiculous shard. Dying a lot here, but he's 0-8-3.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
I mean, I think that we kind of talked about it, right? Like, it's not the normal type of hero that I feel like he plays. Or not, like, that when he's at his best, I feel like he excels on other types of heroes. They will get another kill. Notice goes down. That's a huge one. A nice kill streak.
As long as the press kit is mentally okay with this happening and doesn't mind feeding, I think he's doing the right thing.
Okay.
As long as he can just keep his head on and be like, I am no longer a core, I am a lane pusher, I am no longer a core, I'm a lane pusher. He's right on the chalkboard a couple hundred times.
Right.
And just you know, sit down and listen, he'll be alright.
Some like self-help affirmations, you know, like sticky notes on the mirror. Just says it and looks at himself.
If he can delay the game and let his other heroes shine, they might have a chance here.
Such an optimistic way of looking at it. And I agree, I like that. Mankushi, he's getting farmed, you know, getting back towards the Yasha after finishing the full Mjolnir. He's got a ton of damage there. Little smoke up action, looking for the... Oh, they couldn't quite catch down bottom. The Hawk, they almost got him. He's TP'd in there.
So Shard on Beastmaster will also be huge because I think they actually do have a lot of burst damage that they can throw out because of the techies, right? So if you get one of those little dive bombs out, you might be able to just combo someone down. Unfortunately, not Laurel. I highly doubt you can kill him before you can beat KD. That seems almost impossible.
Yeah.
He's very, very tanky.
God. Yeah, he's going at AC. He's almost over halfway through it.
He's actually, look at him. He has Bracer, BKB, Armor, and Essence. How do you kill him?
Yeah, I don't think it's happening, man. Mankushi, he's chasing. Oh, go a little early with that one. Okay. Now trying to survive. The Hawk in some trouble with the heal is there. The IO came in with the mech for the save. And that one hurts.
I have good news, guys. That's great news. His Deso is almost maxed out. Soon, it won't be able to get any more damage.
X on the techies.
Last half
X, Laurel, dead.
Impossible to kill. Physically impossible for me to get
Force Majeur's gonna go down too. Don't look now, party. Starting to salvage things a little bit here. Maybe Notice if they can keep this train rolling. Another chance here. Notice in trouble blocks and they go with the big call and catch. Notice still gonna die. You talking about the strength of this Helmet Overlord, they don't have a way to deal with the creep.
That part is pretty good. You know, the other part too is that I'm talking about a veil and everything. I'm not factoring in the proximity mines. When you can actually get that magic resistance reduction, it is pretty absurd. I'm fairly sure that's what happened there. Because I feel like that's the only way he lost that much damage. Or that much health. He took 942 damage from proximity mines. That is pretty crazy. When that Kunkka died. There you go. They're making it happen, Captain.
That is a big turnaround there. I mean, again, you know, it's all trying to dig themselves out of this hole, and clearly BetBoom's still the ones that have the advantage. Probably going to see an Roche attempt pretty soon, but if you can keep playing like that on Party, there's a chance here.
Shard soon on Jug as well. Wants that upgraded Blade Fury, trying to get himself out of these situations. Still has a Quelling Blade as well, so he's still okay. The Nature's Prophet plays.
Right, and Coddle now has a Force Staff too, so he has a way to get out of that as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of help too. Very good Force Staff game, right? They've already doubled up. They're going to get a third one on the techies. I don't know about you, but I'm seeing Force Staff way more across every region. Not just when you're countering Clockworks and Nature's Prophets and stuff, but it kind of feels like the item is just being... everyone's really starting to remember how busted it is when you get multiple, I think, and with the idea of just like the farm being a little bit more flat across the board for heroes, like it's a bit more realistic to get these items on the earlier end for your supports, and Triple Force Staff it just feels hard to lock anyone down.
I mean, it definitely is one of those dynamics too, where like a lot of the other better items have gotten nerfed. Think about Wraith Pack, things like that. You don't just have to get that item now. You can afford to get some of these other smaller ones. But yeah, I agree. Smoke up. Party, this could be their moment. Roche is up. If they can win this fight, transition into a Roche, this game is going to be at least back to even, if not actually their favor. Laurel, this is a good one to get right at the start. Didn't pop his BKB, and Ari to relocate out. Oh my goodness! That was supposed to be great, but it just wasn't. And now he needs to be careful. The bow goes out, is going to connect. Roar not going to be able to stop it. Oh man. They will finally take down the creep too. Holy moly.
What a save. You know, they have this opportunity for something that could just like maybe work. Then you just get pulled out of there. That was like second hit of the Omni Slash or something too. Like he just got out of there at a perfect time.
And, you know, good of Laurel to wait on popping that BKB. He actually doesn't have it now. Oh, and they see that they're doing Roche. Heaven. Gonna try and slow this down if possible. The press kid too. They might be able to hold out until Jug is back up. We'll see.
I'm just worried that Boomer is gonna run at them. I'm surprised they're not.
That's a good point. Snake goes back now. He's smoking himself.
They don't have arena. That's the main reason.
Oh, Clockwork. In the frontliner, ready to jump up if things get testy. The big old creep is right on top of him as well. They're backing up. Joe, back up. TP to the outpost. And they didn't take the outpost on BetBoom, so they have an easy route to get back into this fight. Testing. Axes. Keep on whittling down Roche bit by bit.
Who's farming, guys? This is a W.
Alright, they got BKB back up. Yeah. BKB's back up on Laurel. He might feel comfortable going all the way in for it now. Notice has arena. They're ready for this. Makuchi. Going in. Chases forward. There's the spin. Gets it away. Roche, Aegis, all claims. They take the fight afterwards now. Emergent jumps in. Kaki's in some trouble. Hook shot. Finding the back lines, but Pasha, he's out of there. So it looks like the rest of BetBoom.
Emergent's still in there.
Yeah, he's in some trouble. Emergent's gonna drop here.
Gotta be careful. They're still poking a little bit here, you know, throwing out some stuff while they're killing Emergent. Yeah, I would be retreating. I don't think you want to mess with these guys right now. That boat's gonna be back soon. There's still a BKB here on Marl. No reason to really slow down for them. Needs to come take this outpost now. And the press kid, okay, alright. Don't walk over there. Bad for your health.
It's dangerous. Well, with the second Aegis now, who got the shard? Mars?
Yeah, Mars didn't have it before.
Okay. So the double spear action.
Spear's been very good this game, actually. You could note that.
Dire's
Really
middle
missed like the
tower is
one
under
on Joe
attack.
doing the Omni Slash. None of that. He's been slamming people, getting some big old shish kebabs.
He finds Techie. Doesn't quite get the range. So 26-9, 11k gold lead. It was looking very rough for Party for a little bit, and then things got a bit better, and now it's again a little bit tough for him.
Yeah, the question is like, You had an idea because you managed to get all this big stack of damage. You realize you have this burst capable of killing pretty much anyone with the help of your techies who's being hunted, by the way, by Dahawk, and probably you're gonna go down. Oh no, nice, good leaps. No one else was TPing, so he will be fine here. But now your question moves to how do we kill this Io? How do we stop this relocate play from happening?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, you have vision of the Hawk and you have the die bomb. That's probably the key, but that's much easier said than done.
Whoa. You see that? Seneca just killed the
Radiant's top tower is
helm
under
of the
attack.
Overlord creep. That battery assault's no joke.
Yeah, it's some good stuff right there.
Oh. The hiding spot for the
Radiant's
press kid.
top
Yeah, I
tower
guess
is
that is
being
the thing that they
denied.
gotta watch for is a way to kill the IO. I'm not really sure what that is, I guess. It's a tough one.
The shard on Snap would be good, and that is what's coming out. Actually, no, this last fight, he had some really good scatter blast that unfortunately didn't have shard on, so big buff up here can help the chain stun, because now you can like cookie in and stun after to allow for more follow-up, and it's only Snake, but hey, you'll take it. It's a good kill. Dom comes in with the invis.
They're bringing it all. Snap away. The heal is there, trying to kill him off. It's not going to happen. Seneko lives. They take down the Beastmaster hook shot to avoid the kisses, and in the end, they get the relocate out afterwards. Also,
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
yikes! Oh man, Seneko saved by force majeure. Amazing combo there.
Where are the tips? Come on, Taneko. Your team. You know.
Fair enough. Wait, press kid, force staff getting out. And rocket flare, they spot him. Gotta hide, gotta run, get away, notice, stare. Oh, they got him with the leash. Level 20 talent. God, this has been a tough one to watch.
It's
Man,
been rough. Alright, Omni slash mid.
Seneko shuts out. Let him catch a break. No, he's leashed up, run away. Could you get out?
Well, he gets spider legs anyway, it's fine. We're good.
Alright, he's fine. Now immersion. Do they find him? Bring around the Rosie and got him with the sprout.
Is under attack.
Oh no.
What a hero, honestly.
Damn, dude. Yeah, they're getting they're in a rough
Is
spot.
under attack.
Laurel's had enough. He's going
He's
in.
doing his best, you know. He's trying to ruin Nature's problem before the major.
That's right.
I'm gonna get this talent killed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way that survives. It's gonna be a 25 or something, surely.
Yeah. It's a little much.
Wow. Well, tough situation right now for Pari Party, and Bethlehem continuing to show that they are one of the teams to beat in this region. Incredibly impressive performance from them here.
I mean, they are one of the, you know, that old term we used to use quite a bit of, like, the feast or famine style of player. They're like a feast or famine team because they do their thing, and their thing is snowballing with these aggressive heroes, and when it works, it just works beautifully. And I mean, you could see the cracks a little bit at that tiny bit in the mid game where they lost a couple heroes, and you can see why this isn't necessarily always successful for every team, but I think in the end, this game really comes back to how much they have just crushed the press kid. Okay, did his hook shot hit the treants?
Yes, I think so. But they got him. This spear is going to come through and bring him back in for the kill. Yeah, the hunt never stops. You know, shades of like the old MVP Phoenix in a way.
Yeah.
It's some cool stuff.
He is Tosk on the bottom.
What?
The Hunted, you know? Deep Space Nine. Tosk,
Oh, of
no?
course.
I knew you remember.
I remember now.
That's the press kid in this game. He just tries to make the hunt as exciting as possible.
I like that.
It is his
Good
purpose.
Yeah. God, what a throwback. Love me some
Three
Deep
people in
Space
chat
Nine.
are like, yes!
Those
I
three.
love Chief
y'all.
O'Brien and Tosk.
That's right. Oh god, that show is amazing.
The game's gotten rough once the DS9 references are out.
To be fair, DS9 references are always relevant. Dude, do you think the
That's
Hawk
true.
1v5s Or 1v4, I guess now. He's getting out of there. They're trying to hunt him.
I know. Well, he has a DD maybe.
That's what I was wondering. Like, he's got DD, he's got Satanic, BKB. I guess they also have Relocate, too, with Noticed, so there would have been... Yeah, there's no way he dies there.
Can I get a Lotus Orb? I feel like that would be just the perfect way for this game to get... Like, someone just Lotus and Omni Slash. That's the only thing it's missing, you know?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, how long till Roche? 1 minute left. God, Hunk is such a cool hero, man. This guy's awesome. Admiral.
He's a secret spirit, you know? He's just a hidden boss. You have to enter the Konami code to unlock him when you're looking at all the other spirit heroes.
The seas of
Right. Sort of has what you need always. Oh, Laurel's hunting. Oh, man. Okay. They find Pasha. Boat's out. It's going to connect. Or it won't. That's fine. Tries to run away. Is caught. No! The Treants, they show themselves. He gets killed. Hookshot afterwards. He found him. Oh, Seneko. Right on top of heaven. How dare you pick techies into me?
Well, there's been a couple moments where I thought they might just GG. This would be another one of them. You know, I hope they're using the summer terrain.
Oh yeah,
because you know they would feel a lot better about the current situation. The dire side looks much happier with this map on. I just equipped it. It's all green. It looks like the radiant side all on the dire.
I like that. I haven't seen the summer map. I'll have to check that out.
No, it's nice. Highly recommend it there, folks, especially if you're playing on dire side, because sometimes it just gets a little sad over there, you know, especially when it's 33-9 and you're 21k down.
That's fair. It's you know, I mean, that might look rough no matter what the terrain is, to be fair.
If one of them disconnects, they're probably just switching it.
Okay, I like this. That's how we know now.
Yes. You know, pause, reason, switching to less depressing map. Valid.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Trent. I'm just thinking about Deep Space Nine references now. He got me stuck.
I got you. That's all good.
All right, inside the base, they are waiting for an opportunity, waiting for the moment where they're gonna go and contest Roche, and it all turns around. All their fortunes come back into favor. Can it happen? Oh my God, Laurel doesn't care. Ooh, a Yule Scepter. That's what they need on Pari Party.
That would be good. Oh, how about this?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no! Sad. And then the hook shot. Oh, they're going in. They find the arena. Round one. Guess what? Notice that's a refresher. They're not careful. We might find another. And guess who it is? It's going to be Pasha. Gets the BKB off. Tries to run. Does he have a way out, though? Good blink away. And that was a buyback from the Snapfire as well.
Yeah, you don't want to go high ground right now. After burning all that on your Mars, this is a back it up situation. Great refresher play though. Obviously tons of value to get those kills. All secure, forced the buyback there. Almost got Pasha, just got a little greedy before his spear. Yeah, might have hit him as well.
I couldn't see, but I thought he might have been like low on mana and needed to soul ring or something. I'm not sure.
It might have been that. That's actually very likely.
Yeah.
Probably what it was.
But regardless, hurt that one good. And Roche is up. Let's see if they go and finish it off.
I like how he trades his bracer out onto the courier with it, by the way. He's like, this will do as an upgrade.
Yeah, Heart race. It's past 25 minutes, so they're pretty close, right?
Yeah, same thing.
All right, one last chance here. It is an Aghanim's as well. Can they get here in time? Mungushi smoked up, ready to roll, wants to jump out there. They find the press kit again. And Force keeps him alive. Okay. Clockwork flying around a little bit. Getting hit by the ice firebomb. Cookie away. But I think that stops the initiation. And Pasha's BKB is down now.
Under attack.
I mean, if the Bajorans could knock out surely, you know, this is about the same odds, right?
That's right.
You know, they're up against it. It was tough. They needed some guerrilla warfare with the techies. If there's any hero, it's this guy. You know,
Pari Party. I like that. That's fair. Pari Party. Take back Tarek Noor. Become Deep Space Nine. Can they do it? Pasha tries to run away. They're hunting over mid. Wait a minute, Snako. Oh my god, he's got the full. Oh jeez. I think that was cheesy. And yeah, they're back again. Kevin's diving. They don't care. Chasing, looking, immersion, trying to live. Get him out of there. It's not going to happen. Snako followed it up. He has the Aghanims and is almost ahead of the Juggernaut in terms of farm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Dahog's coming down. He's hunting.
Oh god, the press kid's
They
found.
do not have it. Oh, they dusted.
The press kid also. They're hunting everywhere. He is too big and strong. Pasha, can he get out of there? Did everyone get it? Sprout, not off cooldown. No bash.
Jackpot.
Double
Yeah, this whole
damage.
global teleportation thing is pretty sweet. Dahog, by the way, has the big treants.
Oh yeah. Oh, he went for that talent.
Yeah, he went
Okay.
for the big uns.
Interesting.
Have them all.
All right, I'm down. That's kind of hype.
They hit for 100, huh? All right,
The greater
Dire's middle
trance.
tower
Hey,
is
that's
under
bigger.
170. Yeah, let's see these guys work on a tower, huh? Oh, that is a little absurd, actually.
That's before the AC is
Now
nearby too.
imagine.
Oh
Sneak Attack
no,
for +5.
that would be crazy.
Dire's
Notice
middle barracks.
BKB hook shot, a little bit off the mark. Blinking X back in. Doesn't have BKB. He's in trouble. Spear away. Pushed over that direction. And eventually dead. Mid gone. Bottom lane sure to fall. And no Beastmaster. This game is looking just about in the books. And they're even almost able to find Munkushi there. Chase down. Second round. Tries to get out. And all right. Omni Slash. The Hawk is there to help soak it up. And Munkushi is going to be leashed. Healing ward won't be enough of a salvation. They catch him to the tree. And another one bites the dust 40 minutes in.
They're really making him work for it, I guess, huh? Oh, hookshot in the base, though. Sineko wants to add one more to his kills.
Yep. Dude, they're using the relocate to get one kill and then find it on the return as well. That's nuts. And they're done. Wait, buyback? Okay. Give them a little respect
Dire's
again.
top tower is under attack.
I think they're just padding the stats at this point. I mean, they're just not ending it.
That's fair.
Playing it mega safe, you know. No one wants to die, lose their KDA. Now Doc and Laryl in a contest, see who dies the least this game. Both at 1 right now. Oh, God, that's a lose though.
He's got Satanic still. Yep, and there's the chase down. Sineko, Hex. Gotta get out of there. Notice it's in the area. Keeps him alive. And GG is finally going to be called. Pasha throws in the towel. And then, boom. Come in, dominant performance. DPK gold lead in the end. It was, since the early goings, not really in doubt. They just owned.
Well, there's always this,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
try to go for the TP attempt, but will be tossed back by Pablo, and now they just need to fall back underneath the tower. Yeah, unfortunately, the roar was nice, but it was probably slightly too soon, and it was also completely red.
Yeah, Mad Kings, they knew what was coming their way. They know where South Team have to make a play. So they forced them in the mid lane. Right after it, they're ready for the bottom lane. But the roar also came out a bit early. I still think it could have been going well. And Rina, I like that he is trying to join his team. But I wouldn't want him to be the one initiating. I want him to come at the half of the fight, maybe towards that on the bottom lane. But now South, they will catch RM, hopefully for them.
And they will get a kill onto the position 5 Zeus, but it's exactly that, a position 5 Zeus. You don't really get that much for it. I guess it's a nice little extra, but Mad Kings are pretty content with sacrificing their position 5. They even get the bounty rune yoinked away from the opponents in the meantime, so they're looking pretty good. RZT gets free farm time top. He's going for his own spirit vessel, which is almost completely finished up. Actually, he's gonna get it faster than the Voker, because Voker needed to get himself some boots.
Yeah, Weaver doesn't need it, you know. One boots for so many legs, it doesn't really make sense. Obviously not gonna be getting any either way. Right now, South Team, they have one job that they have to make sure it goes their way, and that is to take the bottom 2-1. Mad Kings, I think they've already delayed it enough, but if they would smoke and win another fight on the bottom lane, if you're Mad Kings right now, it would destroy South Team's game. Even if you let them have it right now, it's not the worst thing in the world. So I think the smarter move would be to let them have it. But considering that South Team is taking so much time, we can see that Mad Kings are preparing for this one. And as I said, if you deter them right now and win a fight, it's gonna destroy South King's game completely.
They're starting to struggle. RZT gets rolled on. The stun comes out. Does he get the time lapse off? No, he does not. Will be finished off. And the tier 1 tower bottom should be hunted down. Don't really think you want to try and contest this either. If you're on Mad Kings, they don't have that insane team fight as they had last game. So you definitely have to be careful, especially against a Voker who's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Weird position from the Weaver. I think RZT knew that they were coming for him, and he stays at a place where, you know, when you get caught, even if 4 TPs come through, they're not going to be able to save you. But either way, South Team, they do open up the map, so now it's the time for them to control this top part of the map. The thing is, I really like what Mad Kings did here. Okay, nicely done by Monty. He finds that ward. That's going to be extremely important to get a D ward down, because you can't allow Mad Kings to control this area. If Mad Kings are coming into this woods, they need to be doing that with the smoke. If they're just running in on their wards and winning the fight, it's going to be really bad for South Team.
Yeah, they're starting to lose. They're not really losing in terms of net worth, though. Adrian is at the top. He's got his Maelstrom done. But Rina's actually caught up slightly. A bit of a fight coming out. Multi takes a lot of damage. Roar comes in. James as well. Tornado onto 2. Gets a lot of damage. Pablo EMP'd up. Is going to die to the ulti of Monty. And a 1-for-1 trade comes out. But James, he's going to get jumped here. Body block from Jackie Turkey. He's going to get something in the process. Trying to disengage. Rupture comes out. James is in a world of hurt. Trying to get a good spell to toss out. Adrian actually needs to be a bit careful himself. James is going to get healed up, but he should still falter with the catches coming through.
They can continue chasing.
Arena does get a stun in, but they need more. There's Monty TPing through on that Earth Spirit. Maybe it can be that useful tool to get those catches. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. And Beastmaster without a roar is just so much weaker at the moment.
So what happened there is that South Team took control of their bottom part of the map, but with just 2 heroes. Mad Kings went in with the smoke. The third one came in as well, and they managed to kill your hero without you responding. I think at that point, when you know that you've dewarded the enemy ward, you send the CK there. You play there with at least 2 cores, if not all 3 of them, and you protect that area with your life, and you're ready for Mad Kings when they come. On the other side, South Team, they weren't ready, and then we're seeing their problems with the lacking of damage. They got 1 kill. That was because of the summons of the Beastmaster, but that's about it. You're not going to be getting much more of that before they are killed.
and then Mad Kings can go for a chase like this one. So South team, we talked about their damage issues. You solve those by having more heroes there, and especially the CK with Rina not being there. I think immediately it was obvious how the engagement was gonna go.
They're just currently lacking a little bit of damage most of the time on the South team end. And Dazzle, Shallow Grave is a nice tool, but in that situation, Vocal was ruptured, you got Shallow Grave, and he still stood still in that same position. Like, if you get ruptured in that moment, you'd probably just walk behind the tower, right?
Yeah, I don't know. He was super low either way. You know, I think he did get
with
Grave.
Shadow Grave, you just walk away and you don't care. But it looked like he was terrified even with Shallow Grave on him. And in that situation, you probably just get more towards where the enemy has to kind of dive you instead of just standing in front of your tower and sacrificing yourself.
If you were bleeding as well, you know, you'd be hesitant about moving at all, because every single time you move, there's even more blood spilled. So Invoker, we know that he's an egomaniac of a hero, so it does make sense that he doesn't want to see his own blood. What is weird to me in this game is that Dazzle isn't maxing the poison touch. He didn't do so in last game either. Maxing of the Shadow Wave, I don't think that gives you much other than maybe ability to push out the waves, but even then, I just don't see value in the third spell on this hero. In my mind, I'd leave it level 1 and just max the first and the second spell buying the shard. If he's actually gonna get the shard with having maybe 1 or 2 points in the poison, but really, that's a weird spell decision coming out from the Dazzle. Maybe it was because you're laning against the Weaver, but overall the laning phase ended and he's still maxing the Shadow Wave.
Yeah, I think it's like he wants to get the CK illusion, Phantasm Reality Rift jump, but I don't really think it's that worth it. Bottom lane, they're trying to catch Argentine, but that's just going to be a double secured again for Mad Kings, who read that move brilliantly and get an easy double kill onto Jackie Tokyo, who is hasn't died a single time this game. He's got his Witchblade done, so he's actually bringing in a lot of damage in these fights.
And now I see what you meant when you say Mad Kings, their macro team is good. It definitely is. They understand the priorities of their enemies perfectly, and thus they are approaching the mag. You can see that Adrian is always moving away when his team is not there. What I would like to see now, is a smoke from South team, but then again, I would like to see a support be there to block that smoke. I think now that is the mistake that Mad Kings made, and because of it, their Seeker is most likely going to die.
They catch out Adrian with the Spirit Vessel. Is surely dead. TP is coming in from Argentine. They're looking to still get more going here, but the Tornado should keep them at bay for the time being, and that should be, at the very least, a disengage with a free kill onto the Bloodseeker, which is a big one because Rina is trying to stay close in terms of net worth. Foker is starting to fall off. He's going for the Hanamitis, and this is kind of why I don't like Quaswex Foker. You're gonna have Spirit Vessel, Hanamitis, and then you still can't do anything.
Yeah, it's very tough. With this hero, you need to be fast around the map and constantly making something happen. It doesn't necessarily have to be kills, but you need to be slowing down the opponents as fast as possible. That's why you have to go for the Midas later on, because you're just not going to be attacking the creeps that much. If you are doing so, you're going to be in a ton of trouble. Again, Mad Kings, they rotate towards the bottom lane every single time that you are denying those extra 2 or 3 camps from the Beastmaster inside of your jungle. Is destroying South team's play, because what the Beastmaster wants to do is either pressure the mid lane tower or the bottom tier 2. If he can't pressure the mid, you pressure the bottom, you get DPs, you go towards the mid, then you just go between those. But for that to happen, you need the control of the area around the outpost, and Mad Kings just haven't let go of that one. So it's just putting a big dent in whatever South team wants to do.
Weaver's also going for the Ags, by the way, so I guess probably the Roar or the CK jumping on his opponent. You always have that possible life-saving ulti in those scenarios to keep, I would assume, your Bloodseeker most of the time, or the Void Spirit alive. And Void Spirit's actually, Jackie Tokyo is going, it seems, for an Agonist Scepter rush, which I definitely do like to see in this game specifically.
One lane.
Luis gets smacked. RM gets the kill. They're looking for more. Tornado comes out. The Monty should be sacrificed. And James doesn't even get away. He's going to invis up, but a little bit too late to get that done. And they find themselves again 3. Every single time South Team take a fight, they find 1 player. Every single time Mad Kings look for a fight, they find 2 or 3.
That if you are controlling that area, South Team right now, they were there with a lot of heroes. You see a hero, you either go for him immediately, you dive him, and then once the opponent starts TPing, you get the hell out, or you get the hell out. There is no chance right now that you're just staying and looking at a hero that is pushing out the wave. I know it's a Weaver, I know it's hard to go on him. If that's the case, just go, run, use a smoke, run towards the mid lane. Get away from that hero or go for it, because every single time they're waiting, it just means that Mad Kings are preparing to come over, and again, they're gonna be playing the bottom lane on the side of Mad Kings, because that is what South Team needs. Right now, if I was South Team, you need to start pressuring the top part of the map. Even if it would mean losing some of your supports, you need to open up the map for this Beastmaster to play.
Oh, there's gonna be the jump onto Luis. Quickly drops a Shadow Wave on himself, knows exactly what's coming in his direction. And yeah, he does have the shard, but he only has, he's even maxing Shallow Grave right now. So he has a shard with a level 1 poison touch, only poison touching 2 targets, which kind of defeats the entire purpose of your shard. I'm really not a big fan of that choice either. No James left behind. Monty gets away, but the Bloodseeker, of course, with that thirst movement speed from Mina going in. Nice catch, quickly blows up Pablo. Shallow Grave keeps Monty alive, gets himself back. Adrian gets blown up, actually. Mina bringing in the heat, all this damage. Urgency is going to get taken down, and Rina absolutely destroyed them.
And straight into the pit. You know, if you can't use the Beastmaster to control the bottom part of the map, at least it's still gonna be a really good Roche taking hero. Rina is gonna lose his illusions. How fast do they actually take it? I think they take it in 20 seconds. It's not gonna be an issue, but Rina absolutely decimated them there. And this is what would happen every single time if South Team were just waiting in an area and the Mad Kings would run in. Ideally, you want to be in an aggressive position, but even this works, given that Mad Kings just ran into you like madmen.
Invisibility.
Yeah, that was actually pretty nutty how they. I mean, it just came down to they used all their spells on Mad Kings, and then all of a sudden Rina just went ham. Turns it all as a illusion attention to everyone in the process. Hermit is gonna get taken down by RZT. Luis is still trying to run away. Gets Hex off onto Pablo. With that level 1, I still can't believe he has level 1 poison touch level while he's level 11 and has a shard. It's just so weird.
I guess he was in the defensive position. I still love a maxed out Shallow Grave. I just hate the Shadow Wave, but as you mentioned, if you're already getting the shard, just max out that poison touch, so it does make a little bit more sense. Still, even so, 2-second hex even on 1 target is gonna be a cool thing to use. But still, with that move, South Team are completely back in the game. Also, Mad Kings, they TP'd all of their heroes towards the top. Not ideal for South Team that it was actually the Beastmaster who died. Ideally, you would want it to be the Earth Spirit or the Dazzle, so that he can immediately pressure the bottom lane. But it's gonna be fine, given that Rina already TP'd to the bottom. Now it's gonna allow for the Beastmaster to set up some nice vision here in the top lane, and then that pressure towards the tier 2 can come up. And Mad Kings, I don't think it's gonna be super easy for them to go for a fight. I don't think it's
yeah, maybe he's done Arena as well, and he's got the Aegis, so he's really hard to kill at